Did you know that all over the world we have already lost 27% of our coral reefs?
This is a result of humans' mindless actions, leading to negative effects on coral reefs and the marine life that depends on it. Hi, I'm Joel Barrett.
And I'm Noah Rice, here to inform you on the dangers and the impacts we as humans have on the environment and our reefs.
Now, I know what you're thinking. This isn't that big of a deal, but 500 million people every day rely on the health of our coral reefs, and we need to keep them safe.
Coral reefs provide a food source for millions of people worldwide. Not only do they do that, but they also provide a source of new medicines, and they protect the coastlines from storms. One major impact is overfishing. 80% of shallow coral reefs are severely overfished. This overfishing creates a large deficit in a certain type of species, which severely hurts the ecosystem in the reefs which these animals live in.
For example, if large predators are removed from an ecosystem, fishers harvest smaller fish, often herbivores, in a process called fishing down the food chain. Research demonstrates that fishing down the marine food webs eventually leads to declines of overall catches of both predator and prey species. Heavily fished reefs often have low numbers of small fishes, particularly herbivores, which are critical for grazing algae to support coral settlement and growth. Such reef areas are vulnerable to overgrowth of algae and are therefore likely to be less resilient to other factors.
Not only do humans affect coral reefs by overfishing, the pollution that we cause is also affecting these reefs. Pollution from land-based sources is a primary cause of coral reef degradation throughout the world. This pollution often carries nutrients not suitable for the water from agriculture areas, petroleum pollutants, and pesticides, which also threaten coral reef health.
Some of the top threats to coral reefs are unsustainable fishing and pollution, which are both results of human activities. Marine debris is another source of pollution that affects the health of coral reefs. Marine debris is any human-made object that is disposed of in the water. Fish nets, glass bottles, and plastic are just a few examples. This debris can kill organisms and damage the reef. Here's another question you may be asking. How are we going to find a solution to this problem?
So because of the fact that we as humans are the ones that cause this issue with the reefs, we as humans are the ones that have to fix this problem. And how are we going to do this? We can do this by conserving water, because the less water that we use, it creates less runoff and less wastewater that can pollute our oceans and other water sources. We can also help reduce pollution by walking, biking, or riding the bus, because fossil fuel emissions from cars and industry raise ocean warming, which causes massive bleaching of corals and can lead to widespread destruction of reefs. And we can also dispose of our trash properly by not leaving unwanted fish lines or nets in the water or on the beach, because any kind of litter pollutes the water and can harm the reef and the fish. We can also support reef-friendly businesses. Ask the fishing, boating, hotel, aquarium, dive, or snorkeling operators how they protect their reefs. Be sure they care for the living reef ecosystem, and ask if the organization responsible is part of the coral reef ecosystem management effort. Save the reefs.